going on, everybody? What is going on? The Catch fam. I hope you guys are doing fantastic tonight. I hope you guys have had a great start to the weekend and a great Saturday so far. It's Saturday night, and we are going to draft some fantasy football teams on Underdog Fantasy tonight. We're not going to waste any time. We're hopping right into a Best Ball Mania draft. If you guys are out there, you want to draft, hop in the 30-second lobby and come hang out. 6 spots open at the moment. So yeah, we're going to talk some fantasy football. We're going to have some fun. We're going to draft until we feel like we're going to fall asleep. And we're going to draft some winning teams with upside tonight. I'm going all in on upside tonight. So we're going to go for some dart throws and have some fun. But Pete's in the house. What's up, dude?
Not much. I'm chilling. You hit me up kind of last minute. We talked about it last night. Breaking out the Dallas Turner Vikings throwback jersey for the first time. Feels good. Got some College World Series going on. My Aggies just throwing off after a rain delay, lightning delay. So I'm locked in. I'm ready to go. I'm half focused, but I'm here for emotional support on this team.
We need it. We need all the emotional support. Dude, the throwback jersey is like,
I kind of like it. We were 0-2 with the throwback last year, though, so I don't really like it. I love the whiteouts, though. I already pre-ordered a mini helmet. It's going to be in the background there. The whiteouts were as clean as a jersey can possibly get.
I thought of you right when I saw the whiteout jerseys.
They're so good. They're so good.
They're very, very nice. So you ordered one?
I ordered a helmet. I didn't buy a jersey. I have a jersey. I have a jersey curse going on. Like, it's a complicated. I have a complicated situation with jerseys.
Okay.
I don't want to curse JJ McCarthy, but I don't. Dallas Turner. I think he's too good to get cursed. It's a whole thing. But I got a mini helmet, so I can support. Maybe I think I'm going to get a Justin Jefferson autograph to put back there to match with the other stuff because he's my dog now. He's on the team for the next 5 years.
Yeah, I mean,
I have a love-hate relationship. There's a lot of stuff going on there, but
if you're going to invest in any Vikings gear, I feel like it has to be JJ right now. But I kind of have had a jersey curse before as well. I got a Von Miller Broncos jersey right before he got traded to the Rams, and then his career kind of got weird. Bills.
He's still a Hall of Fame. Von Miller's still a Hall of Famer though.
And I like having the Broncos jersey because that Super Bowl year, whatever. But then I got like Lamar Jackson jersey, and then he sat out, but that didn't really matter. I still love that jersey.
That one's okay. That one's still okay.
Well, I got a Joe Burrow jersey. He lost the Super Bowl, then he got hurt 17 times. I got an Aaron Rodgers jersey. Then he went to the Jets. I do have a Josh Allen jersey. Nothing happened there. I think those are all the active players I have. I might be missing one guy, but
my bootleg jersey. I bought a couple of bootleg jerseys. They've been okay. Like I have a Josh Allen one. I have a Joe Burrow one. Henry got traded, but it was like a couple years. Brady played another year. He retired, then unretired. But yeah, like my last real jersey I bought was a Teddy Bridgewater jersey. My parents bought me a Teddy Bridgewater jersey, and I said, "Oh no, something bad's gonna happen." And then he snapped his leg and
that's a real curse.
That as soon as that happened, I was like, "Oh my god, never again! I can't do it to anybody else."
Yeah, if you buy a JJ McCarthy jersey and he
die. Yeah, his neck breaks or something like Peyton Manning neck fusion over there.
Hey, no Peyton Manning disrespect in the chat.
No, it's just like it happened. It was like my man lost his neck for a minute.
This is true. All right, let's see. Where am I at tonight? The 1.9, and this has been an interesting first round so far. Marvin Harrison Jr. gone at the 1.5. Okay.
I like that.
Sure. I mean, if you want him, you're not going to get him at.
That's what I'm saying. I like that for us.
Yeah. You know what? Tonight, we're going for upside. So give me Bijan.
Bijan, I like that. I like that pick. Solid pick. I'm very, very. I'm ecstatic at 1.9.
Let's go. So yeah, The Chihuahuas open tonight. I don't know if it opened. I don't know exactly when it opened, but $4 entry. So a lot of people are entering that one right now. First place is 50,000. Second's 20,000. Third is 15. But it's literally like halfway filled already. So if you guys want a cheaper tournament to enter, that one is out there. I was trying to see when it opened, but oh well. And then you still got the Dalmatian, Mastiff, and the Big Dog for those of you guys who want to do some heavy drafting. And then you got Best Ball Mania kind of always at that $25 mark. So, all right, we're about to be back on the clock again, and I'm doing it. I'm taking Saquon Barkley. We're going.
I like that. I was going running back. I said running back with that spot. That's a good.
Let's do it.
I like that. I love it. I love it.
Double hero running back tonight. Saquon Barkley's on the thumbnail, and let's do it. I like that start a lot, actually.
I want to see people look at that team and be like, "Damn, that's a backfield right there."
That is a spooky backfield with upside. Cameron, what's up, man? I don't have Best Ball Mania money right now. We'll do a Chihuahua after this one, but hopefully, yeah. If you don't have Best Ball money, you have Chihuahua money. Cats, you want to run a Chihuahua after? Yes.
But Cats has to draft Trevor Lawrence.
Cats has to draft Trevor Lawrence and Gabe Davis. Open yesterday at noon. Yeah, we're already halfway full. The tournaments are filling so much faster this year. It's just really showing how big Underdog has gotten overall. But by the way, officially re-sponsored with Underdog for the year. So promo code The Catch gets you guys a 50% deposit match up to $500. And yeah, everyone who's in the chat right now, I think is already
in.
But for those guys
degenerates,
wondering, yeah,
welcome to the degeneracy.
Let's go. The link is down below. Actually, and you know what? It's up to $250. My bad, not $500.
Well, I have to shoot. I'm trying to get FanDuel to sponsor me. I want to get a FanDuel sponsorship over here.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like
I tried Prize Picks also. They're killing me here.
Really, I feel like Prize Picks is usually pretty active.
You know, it's just because my content's too good. I don't know. It just intimidates them.
They don't know what they're missing out on.
But true. What I love about our draft right now, running back, we've done a million drafts so far. Like, there's so many wide receivers through these middle tier rounds that we can scoop. Like, you can scoop up good wide receivers at very good value. Running backs are very hard to come by if you're not getting them in the first two rounds. It feels like Devon A-Chain, maybe we're going to see like Swift here and a couple of other guys, but there's so many wide receivers, not a lot of running backs. So if you can grab a top tier running back early, I'm big on that right now.
Yeah, A-Chain's kind of moved back. He was going like closer to the 2.8, even in Underdog drafts, and I don't know.
There you go, Henry, your boy, right there.
If Henry was there, like I might go triple running back, but no, we need to go wide receiver.
Henry, like we're in great shape. What wide receivers are we looking at?
We're looking at DJ Moore, Stephon Diggs, Cooper Kupp.
I'm happy with DJ Moore or Stephon Diggs. I think those
they might go. We got two.
No, we're good. Zay Flowers. We're good. We're good. Zay Flowers. We can live with that.
I think I'll go DJ Moore. Well, here's what it's
your call. We're good. We're in good shape though at wide receiver.
I think I can get Tank Dell with my next pick.
Okay, so then go.
But then there's like not really anyone like unless I just go Josh Allen here.
Ooh, you want to go super aggro? Let's go super aggro. Okay, I like it. We're going super aggro. We're gonna run the triple option. Like
I never go quarterback early, but I think that just like we literally like don't have to draft another quarterback. Like
no, and we got him. What was it? 3? Yeah, we got him on the back end of the third round. Yeah. That's a good value for Josh Allen, where we've been seeing him go.
That was maybe uncalled for right there.
I want to run this team in Madden. Like, let's run a triple option backfield over here. You're not stopping us.
I could have just reached for like a a next tier wide receiver. Like
No, we're gonna get Tank Dell. We're gonna get Tank Dell right here on the back. On the
Tank
back.
Dell's our wide receiver one is like
Tank
uh
Dell's a dog. He was wide
well,
receiver. What was he last year? Like he was definitely a
well he
wide
got
receiver one
hurt.
last year. Yeah, before the injury, he was a wide receiver one.
He finished as wide receiver 37, but I
Yeah,
mean
but
he had
he missed a good
just an
chunk of the back
insane
end.
amount of I mean double digits every game he played in except for 4.
Trust me, I had Nico Collins and I was like, quit throwing to Dell. Just throw it to Nico.
Well, once again, the theme here is upside, so we're taking Tank Dell. I
I
don't care.
like this. Look at tight end right there. We're
I know.
very comfortable with this team. This team feels awesome.
Cats, I like 25% T Law, dude.
Cats. I told Cats has already ordered a jersey. I was told.
You had to get it to 50% by the end of the offseason.
51% T Law with at least $170 Nike jersey of T Law.
I mean, I guess now you can buy Trevor Lawrence.
That's true. It's covered. He ain't going anywhere.
Cats, you have to be in on Gabe Davis now if you're expressing your love for Trevor Lawrence. Because
Yeah,
last year that was your guy.
Cats, you can get off the Gabe Davis train. I have bailed on the Gabe Davis train also.
I'm drafting Gabe Davis in this draft. Honestly, for the price tag, things are far worse. Is that referring to when we got Josh Allen? Dude, you can't be out on.
Yeah, see me, Cats. No, Cats. No more. You have to know when to cut your losses. And Gabe Davis, we're out. We're out. He let us down.
I mean, I have never been a Gabe Davis guy. I don't think
the problem. Gabe Davis was the guy you would play him in the flex and he'd win you a week. Like if you pick the right week, Gabe Davis won you a week.
This is true, but I mean, I feel like Gabe Davis didn't even play last year.
Yeah, he was bad last year. He was a letdown last year.
And then the year before, it was like when you broke things down, he wasn't like any better than. Wow, last year he was bad. So 21.2 week 2, 10.3 week 3, 15.1 week 4, 22 week 5. That was a nice stretch.
That's a good stretch. That's a really good stretch from the flex.
23.7 week 8, 22.5 week 12. Other than that, 9.6 or less, and he missed a lot of games. Wide receiver 41. He did have 7 touchdowns last year, which is what he had the year before.
The Bills' passing attack felt really bad last year.
Well, they also, they changed offensive coordinators. Things just changed. Actually, when you look at his stats last year, they weren't that far off of what he did in 2022. But that he wasn't even he was still a letdown in 2022. Everyone was just going off of the playoff game against the Chiefs, and everyone was like, "Yeah, we gotta Gabe Davis is the GOAT," But
that was a good playoff game.
It was because with the Bills passing attack, we've always been looking for that number 2 option.
But didn't we always have it out in our hearts that James Cook and the running game was going to take over? And it did. It did last year down the stretch.
Yeah, and Kincaid became a huge part of the offense. So, okay, I can't believe I took Josh Allen so early. Oh, referring to 25% T-Law. Yeah, I like. There's a tier quarterback I really like right now in underdog drafts, and I would say that Trevor Lawrence tier I really like. Did he not pay off ADP last year? Yeah. Honestly,
no, there was better flexes out there you could have drafted.
Ooh, I got a draft right now. Speaking of, gosh, wide receiver got torched in this draft. It's a bad draft to go 0 wide receiver. I'll just take Keenan Allen here.
That's safe. That's it. Keenan Allen 4th round. That's not. I don't feel bad about that.
Yeah, I mean, we're just taking. I'd like to get Chris Godwin with this next pick. If not, I might go Jordan Addison, or I kind of like Lad McConkey here.
You know what? I don't think Keenan Allen's getting. Keenan Allen might be the red zone target. He's a really good route runner, a safe guy. Him and Komet might be the red zone targets for Caleb here. DJ Moore is not a red zone guy.
That's my hope here. Yeah, Gabe Davis, I guess his ADP was more acceptable last year for sure.
There were so many better flexes you could have had. I'm not playing him.
I don't remember what he go like the 8th-ish round. Remind me, Cats.
I had Gabe Davis last year. Never played him. Never played him.
Couldn't trust him is the issue, right?
Well,
When you start him, he sucks. When you don't start him, he goes off, and then he's injured the next week. So
I had like the God running back tier in that one in my one draft. I had Barkley, Pollard, Raheem Mostert, and Kenneth Walker as my running backs in one league. So I was in good shape there in a 2 running back, 1 flex league. So I never really needed to play a wide receiver ever.
Oh, it's a tough choice. Do I go Dalton Kincaid and take the stack with Josh Allen, or do I take
I
Chris
thought you
Godwin?
want a Godwin. I thought you want a Godwin. Go with your heart. You want a Godwin.
Never mind.
Go.
Got sniped.
No, Kincaid got sniped. Yeah, go Godwin.
We were good. Could take Rashad White, but no, we need wide receivers.
No,
Cameron says there's never a good draft to go 0 wide receiver. I do agree.
No, we're gonna figure it out.
Like tonight, I don't mind going double hero running back or hero running back, but the Josh Allen pick is just really out of pocket.
I like it. You could have went Diggs there, but we're gonna go all in.
It's just a weird tier.
Well, we got Diggs. We got Dell on the back end. I think I figured out the 1-2 last night. 1-2, we were all out on the 1-2, and I think kind of my approach to the 1-2 last night was the best approach you can go.
Yeah, and I liked my 1.1 team last night. Actually,
you go CMC, you go top tier wide receiver, and then you go running back at the 1-2, and then at yours you go wide receiver, or you go running back wide receiver, just kind of right there after that.
Yeah, it was a good draft. Other option here is I could have gone Diggs, then Dell, and then
I don't like that. I don't like that. Houston. I don't like that Houston stack. You gotta have. I don't like multiple guys on Houston.
I was gonna say if I did, then we still could have got CJ Stroud over Godwin, which I think for best ball purposes actually would be kind of nice. But I need to quit regretting taking Josh Allen. He's just,
Josh Allen. Yeah, we're gonna have the best quarterback like every other week at minimum. Tank Dell is gonna have huge weeks too.
This is true. You're doing it wrong. You had to trade all your depth away and just throw Gabe Davis in the flex, guaranteed 20 points every couple of weeks.
No, George Kittle is my guaranteed 20 points every couple of weeks. I don't need that at the flex. I like that at the tight end. At the flex, I like consistency.
Oh, Kittle.
That's a good move.
Cameron says you don't like multiple guys in a top 5 offense. I guess
allegedly. It's a risky move in a top 5 offense. Houston has not proven themselves yet. It's risky.
We've gone kind of back and forth on the Texans the past couple of weeks.
On paper, they're great.
Yeah.
We're just it like hands up. I'll take multiple guys in the Chiefs offense because I know they're gonna do good. I'll take multiple guys in the Bill. I'll take James Cook and Diggs, or not Diggs, Shakir or Kincaid or Josh Allen.
The bigger question is the consistency is going to be hard to match, but in best ball, it doesn't really matter.
How about our boy Higgins? Higgins, he's locked in. He's a Bengal. We're good. He signed his franchise tag. He's a Bengal.
Him and Ayuk, right?
Well, Ayuk is still.
I think it's worth noting there at the 1-9, you have a real shot at getting Tank Dell, Stephon Diggs, and CJ Stroud if you want to go that strat. Dang, this was a tough draft. I hope I get Deontay Johnson right here.
I just don't like that. I don't like that strat. Like I said, they went worst to first last year. They're going to play a first place schedule this year. They're playing the NFC North. Great offenses. So I don't know. It's just I'm off of teams that were really big surprises last year. Like I'm kind of off on the Packers. Like another team that's like,
I love the Packers this year.
So here's the thing you got to approach, which nobody really does. Shout out to Colin Cowherd. He did this. 7 new teams are going to make the playoffs. That means 7 teams are going to miss the playoffs from last year. You got to find though. You got to replace those 7 teams with 6 to 7 new teams.
But does that matter in fantasy?
Kind of, yeah. Because that means somebody's going to be like somebody who's supposed to be a really good team offensively and defensively is going to be bad.
That's fair.
So, like, maybe the Packers struggle. Maybe the Packers look more like the first half Packers than the second half Packers. And it's like an okay team. It's not a great team offensively. It's like okay, which would be a letdown for a lot of people. Now you're drafting Jordan Love at the back. If you take Love at the back end of the draft, that's kind of whatever. Maybe Jacobs is decent as a second tier running back, but it's one of those things. You just, I don't know. You got to find those 7 teams. Like I'm all in on the Like I really love the Bengals offense. They were last place last year. Joe Burrow is probably back. Joe Burrow is back. He's probably healthy. That's a team to go worst to first, and they're going to make the playoffs. So Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, Chase Brown.
You
Interesting.
know who's
Very
a
interesting.
kind of a sleeper on that team is Mike Gesicki. There's no other real tight end there.
Bring out the white guy, Gritty over there.
Yeah, yeah.
Mike Gesicki. Yeah.
I mean, Gesicki's talented.
He's better than everybody else they've thrown at tight end.
There's the Bengals are just consistently such a random team when it comes to the tight end position. I'm going running back here. I'm taking Swift, by the way.
Your boy.
Some good wide receivers. JMO got it was JMO or Swift there for me, but still,
that's too early for JMO. I like the Swift is a much better value there.
Cortland Sutton and Curtis Samuel, who Cats take or brings up here, which would be smart having Josh Allen, but you know me, I'm just gonna try DeAndre Swift instead.
No,
so I like the start to this team actually. Josh Allen, Bijan, Saquon, Swift. We're pretty loaded at running back. Tank Dell, Keenan Allen, Chris Godwin, Deontay Johnson. So
that's super solid. Like Deontay, if Bryce Young is good, Deontay Johnson's gonna have a really nice year.
Well, I just remember Adam Thielen was balling last year.
Towards the back, the back half, he caught a ton of passes.
Actually, the beginning of the year, he was like wide receiver 5 in fantasy.
Nah, Panthers suck. Nah,
Adam Thielen was on a crazy pace. Weeks 2 through 8. 15.2 or more points every game with a ceiling of 31.5.
Really? What did he do against Minnesota last year? That game was really low.
7 receptions, 76 receiving yards.
Yeah, no touchdowns. Yeah. It was just
so
that was an ugly football game. I remember watching that game. We scored a defensive touchdown, won that game basically, and JJ and a defensive touchdown won that game. It was a bad game.
Oh, I remember that now. Then what did they? Yeah, that was it.
JJ had a very nice touchdown. Kirk threw a bomb to him, and he kind of big bodied the receiver or the DB, and then Stephen Weatherly on a strip sack fumble touchdown won that game.
I remember that. Feels like ages ago.
It was ages ago.
God. Maybe we get lucky and Curtis Samuel falls out here. That'd be a nice pick for this team.
That would be nice.
But also need another. I need to get tight end on this squad. So Goddard, Schultz. It'd be nice to be able to grab Hawkinson on this team too, but I don't know if he's going to last. And I like to draft him as like a tight end too. But I like Mostert in this range, who gets drafted as soon as I swear whenever I draft an underdog, as soon as I say someone's name, they go. Khalil, I would take Khalil Shakir at this point in the draft too.
Ooh, with the Allen stack, I like that.
Yeah, I mean, just with having Josh Allen, just
Austin Eckler is a guy I do not want to. God,
I'll take Eckler at the right team.
No. Brian Robinson. I told you, Brian Robinson is
going to take I'd rather have Brian Robinson, but I take Eckler at the right team, and Brian Robinson's available. This is a weird kind of spot. I'm hoping Curtis Samuel lasts here because it just makes sense for this build.
I've seen the running like once I've seen a running back like he's washed. Like you've never seen a running back have a
really worried.
There's one with that. I can think of one running back ever I've seen that was like, oh, he looks like he's toast. That sucked.
Sniped, dude. Give me Dobbs. Go Packers. Making the playoffs.
Go Dubs.
And then I guess I got to go tight end with this next pick. But I really like Javonte Williams' value.
Then go Javonte Williams. We don't need a tight end.
I know. I guess we could just kind of flank tight end. Maybe get Hawkinson with their. Yeah, I think we get like Hawkinson.
I don't ever want Hawk to start though. You got to run a.
But I think we get like Hawkinson and Komet or Hawkinson and Musgrave. And I'm happy. Then we get I will draft Mike Gesicki on purpose in this draft. Eckler's been cooked ever since that breakaway run where he maxed out like 10 miles per hour.
He got sucked up.
Oh, if I don't go Javonte, I'll go Brian Robinson here.
So Adrian Peterson was the only running back I've seen. Like, he looks a little slow, tears his ACL, and then comes back and wins the MVP. Runs for almost breaks the record. That's the only running back I've ever seen like look slow one year and then come back. Like, everybody else has been barbecue chicken.
I don't know what they fed him that offseason, but
no. So the doctor, when they cut open his knee to repair his ACL, the doctor said this looks like an infant's knee. He's like just a genetic freak. He's like, I've never seen a knee look this young on a grown ass man. He had no wear and tear on his knee, just a torn ACL.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I would imagine. Adrian Peterson's
God bless him. Freak. Yeah. God bless him.
Yeah. I mean, lately though, I do feel like some players. I feel like the last couple years,
I don't know.
Not like 100%, but they come back a lot better than they used to.
Yeah, but they've usually been younger. Like, Adrian was kind of old when that happened. Like, I mean, you just think of how quick. Like, Todd Gurley is dead. Todd Gurley's like 27 years old, and he's been out of the league for 3 years.
Todd Gurley still ranks like top 10 in like most touchdowns in the last like 7 years or something like ridiculous.
Todd Gurley got them arthritic knees real quick. How about Zeke Elliott? He fell off the planet almost instantly.
Poor Zeke. I still love me some Zeke.
Ruined running back contracts for everybody else. That selfish guy.
Dude, Zeke is the goat. I'm going to draft Zeke in this. Where's Zeke being drafted at?
Chubby chipmunk.
Oh, he's gone.
I hate Zeke. It's terrible.
Dude, Zeke is the goat. I hope Zeke I honestly hope Zeke has a good year.
You don't have to live in Texas like I do, where you have to deal with Cowboy fans. And the Cowboy, every single year, John, the Cowboys are winning the Super Bowl. Every year I'm told this.
I forgot that you lived in Texas.
I live in Cowboys. Actually, I live
as a Vikings fan.
It's whatever. Yeah, big shit. People liked us. Adrian Peterson, like Oklahoma. He's from Texas. People liked us for a while there. But I live literally in between Cowboys country and Texans country. So it's really fun to listen to those two teams. And I very much prefer the Texans over the Cowboys.
I probably do too. Although I like a lot of the players on the Cowboys. I like Dak. I like CeeDee. I like Fergie.
That's the most. I like Ferguson. Ferguson's my guy. But that's the most overrated stadium, by the way, in the world. Cowboy Stadium.
Well, I can believe that.
Terrible place to watch a football game. I hated it twice.
Yeah, have you seen the Vikings play there?
No. Yeah. I saw the Vikings play there once, and then I went to the Cotton Bowl between A&M and Oklahoma. Johnny Manziel, aka the GOAT. Yeah, that was lit. But it's like. So, like, the seating is really far off the field, so it kind of feels like the Coliseum. Like, it feels like, I don't know, a gladiatory Coliseum. You're kind of off the field. Whereas, like, Houston is on top of the field. Minnesota's new stadium. You're, like, on top of the field, so you feel in the game. It's a much better viewing experience as a fan just to be on top of the field. If you're, if you're that kind of guy. And I'm that kind of guy.
I haven't been to a football game in a long time. Last game I went to was Washington and Buffalo and Tyrod Taylor versus Kirk Cousins.
Probably, yeah. I looked. I mean, we played in Washington 2 years ago, so I mean, the next time Minnesota plays in Washington, I'll come up and we can do a whole thing.
We should do it.
Lit. Yeah, we'll definitely do that. I'm going to Seattle. I'll report live from Seattle in December, guys, on the field. I'll ask DK Metcalf and JJ how they feel before the game.
Please do it.
I will be on the field for that one, so that should be fun.
Cameron asked, did Taysom Hill just get drafted? And yes, I was super excited about that.
God, the most overrated. Taysom Hill had one good game in his life, and it was a playoff game against Minnesota, and they still lost. He's never been good. He's trash.
He was like in fantasy the tight end 7 last year. Isn't that crazy? Well, no, wait, tight end 12.
What about when he started at quarterback and he was listed as the tight end that 1 week? That was a whole shit show of a week.
Well, and he's still on sleeper listed as a tight end / quarterback.
Well, you pretty much you can't start him at quarterback. You have to But I started him at tight end when he played quarterback, and it was a whole issue in my league, and people got mad. It's like, pick him up, baby. I was on top of the waivers that week.
Yeah, that okay, I know what you're referring to specifically. Yeah.
Yeah, it was when Winston went down 2 years ago before Derek Carr. It was a whole it was a whole thing. Adam Schefter tweeted it out. He's like, "Yeah, ESPN's not changing." It's like, "Okay, then he's my tight end and he playing quarterback."
Guys, I'm not gonna lie, I really like this team. We still got Josh Allen.
QB1.
Wait, did
QB
Baker get drafted? Oh, I took Baker off my queue. Oh, wait, this is a different. I have this on two screens. I'm trying to get Baker as my QB too. Bijan, Saquon, Swift, Javonte. Wide receivers end up as Tank Dell, Keenan Allen, Chris Godwin, Deontay Johnson, Romeo Dobbs, Khalil Shakir, and then Scott Dalton Schultz.
This team is good. I like this team a lot too.
1, 2, 3, 4. We still got 6 picks to kind of even things out here.
Oh, there goes Hawk. Oh, there goes our plan.
I'd say I would have really been happy if Hawkinson fell, but I think we can still get some good value at tight end, and then we might have to reach on Baker. I just think getting that Godwin stack is the most valuable thing because, like, the only other quarterback we can go after here is Bryce Young, which I don't feel like super ecstatic about.
No,
but
no, I like dude, Baker. Baker will be all right.
Yeah. Running backs. We'll just take a. I don't even know if I'm going to draft another running back, to be honest. Tight end starting to get kind of attacked here. I'd like to get Cole Kmet as well on this team.
That's very solid tight end too. We can rotate tight ends.
Yeah, I mean, there goes Kmet. Never mind. But plenty of picks left here. I think it's gonna be a good little squad. Might just pick Ricky Pearsall if he's here. Oh, Bryce Young's gone. What? This is the same guy that drafted Taysom Hill. So I might just. I'm probably gonna take Baker at pick 160 because I don't want to. But I don't know. Cousins is still here.
Nah, I like Baker better. Cousins is dead to me.
This is a weird pick right here because I will take Ricky Pearsall if he's here, for sure. But yeah, we'll just take Ricky Pearsall.
That's fine. We'll get Baker on the back end.
Yeah. There's no one at tight end that I'm like crazy about here. Maybe we can get Kate Otten on this team at pick 177, and we just continue that kind of Baker stack. And we have to draft Mike Gesicki anyways. So I do think Kirk Cousins is a good value here at 13.11. Just looking at the other quarterbacks that have been taken, because yeah, I mean Taysom Hill and Bryce Young are gone.
No, he's washed. He's got a torn Achilles. He's a bum.
I don't know.
I heard JJ McCarthy is much better than him.
He might be. Sam Darnold might be.
I like Sam Darnold. Dude, they're selling me on Sam Darnold. I'm watching his tape. He looks good. Like Sam Darnold can win 10 games. This very much feels like Alex Smith to Patrick Mahomes. Now, I'm not going to say JJ McCarthy is going to be Patrick Mahomes, but damn it, I love everything I hear from JJ McCarthy. He sounds like Tom Brady 2.0. Like, I just want to win football games. All right.
Make sure everyone quotes Pete as saying JJ McCarthy is the next.
Might be the next Tom Brady / Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
Might be.
All right, so we get Baker. He's our QB2 behind Josh Allen. I mean, we'll just see. Like maybe there's another quarterback at the end of the draft.
Nah, we're good. Like Baker is solid. We're gonna doubt Baker's gonna start really bad, and then everyone's gonna doubt him, and he's gonna be awesome.
I like this team. Interesting strat. I guess we'll grab.
Javonte is kind of the big like, oh man, if he's like running back, yeah, like if he's like running back number 1 in Denver with the depth we have at running back, that's awesome.
Maybe we could also draft McCaughlin. Then we just kind of secure that backfield.
I don't know. Sean Payton hates running back number 2s.
That's true.
Sucks. Sean Payton sucks. He's a bad coach.
Yeah, we have 4 more picks. So we need another tight end. another running back, another wide receiver, and we're probably good here. Maybe 2 wide receivers because we want to be heavy there. And there's some wide receivers left that I actually like. Little Bunny Hop, good to see you, bro. What's up? What's up? Glad to have you in the house. How are you doing? I like this team. I'm excited. This is a great draft, actually. Sean Payton did have a pretty successful running back tandem, and Mark Ingram and Alvin Kamara.
Yeah, but he didn't win any. He didn't win any football games, did he? Because he's a bad head coach. He's overrated as can be, and he cheated to win a Super Bowl.
He did cheat. And
I feel like that's not brought up enough. I'm sorry, I have a personal vendetta against him, but like my guy was suspended for a year, and that's not brought up enough on what happened.
It's true. This is fantasy, but we also
that's
he
different.
also hates.
I hate Sean Payton. He's a smug bastard who, I'll never forget that image of, if you have ever watched like the NFL films of the Minneapolis Miracle, Sean Payton like making fun of the skull chant and then watching Stephon Diggs go 60 on his ass with no time left.
Sean Payton did have a little run there towards the end where he really got into it with players. Like Freeman on the Falcons. What was his first name? I just remember them getting into it like after a play. Oh man, Kate Auten just got drafted. But I mean,
yeah, Sean Payton's a smug asshole. He's never done anything without cheating. Hold up, he had a Hall of Fame quarterback for how many years, and they never did anything?
I do feel like they're one of those teams that could have been completely elevated by moving on earlier from Sean Payton, but it's also just hard because he like revolutionized like an
it was a poverty franchise that never
that's
did
true
any.
too. It's just one of those guys hard to get to push out the door.
I don't think the Saints haven't drafted a first round quarterback since 1972. Like,
I wanted DeMarcus Robinson. He's really like rising up on draft boards, pissing me off. If I got Douglas and Robinson there, I would have been so happy. Sorry.
No, you're good. But like, what kind of team has like they haven't drafted a first round quarterback in New Orleans since Arch Manning in 1972. What the hell is going on there?
Archie Manning's the GOAT too.
He was good. He was definitely a good quarterback. But the Cowboys and the Seahawks haven't drafted a first round quarterback this millennium.
Bunny Hop says go Pack go. So
Fudge Packers. What?
We do have a lot of
Packers.
We
have a lot of NFC North fans in general.
That's true. A lot of Bears
the Bears guys. Do we have any Lions guys?
You guys are allowed to make fun of me for being a Washington fan officially as well.
Isn't Katz is a Detroit guy, isn't he?
Yeah, Katz is
kind of a Lions guy.
Lions fan. So, and we're missing J-Dubs tonight. Usually he's in here. Bears fan.
I'm glad J-Dubs is not here. He needs to have a life outside of us every now and then.
He's probably.
I love J-Dubs.
He's probably just drafting right now.
What was it last night? He's like, I was drafting while I was drafting.
Yeah,
he was double draft.
So
I just don't put me in a league with J-Dubs this year. I don't need that kind of smoke. I don't need that smoke.
He will be in many leagues this year, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm sure. The catch leagues are always elite. Arch Manning at Texas is trash. Quinn Ewers is bad, and he's beating him out. Don't get me started on how bad Arch Manning is, the grandson. He's terrible.
Arch is the GOAT.
No, granddad. Archie Manning is the GOAT. Arch Manning is terrible at the University of Texas. He's bad. Defend the den.
Tripner, this is a real draft. No mock. I'm so mad DeMarcus Robinson got.
That was really bad. This team, I would have felt elite about this team.
Yeah. But Rashad Bateman is like the other guy.
That's the guy, right? Like,
I know.
We believe in the Ravens over here, don't we?
No. Everyone jumped on the Lions bandwagon. I feel like
Nah,
it was
yeah,
heavier
Lions.
last year than anything. Like going into last year.
Yeah, they got to play a first place schedule. They paid everybody. The Lions. Yeah, I don't know. I have a lot of Lions fans. I have a lot of Lions people in the YouTube community. So it's hard to hate them because they've been really nice and they've sucked my entire. The Lions have sucked my entire life.
It is
So,
hard to hate though, like not root
but
for
I
them.
can hate the Lions because they're good. Like they're a good
Yeah.
football team, so I can hate them.
And it's hard to like with Dan Campbell's just like extremely likable. So
Dan Campbell, he's part of my family. He's an Aggie alum, so
yeah.
so I got that going with him.
I feel like he's a
Uh,
part of like everyone's family.
They think that, but they're
Yeah.
not. I mean, but like, yeah, he went to my alma mater. You listen to Dan Campbell. That's like old school. We don't have enough of those old school kind of football coaches. We've been sniped like 4 times tonight.
No, this guy is sniping the crap out of me tonight, dude.
But he's like,
I
I'm
just
gonna
really
run
want
through.
a Chig.
I'm just gonna run through a brick wall for Dan Campbell. I don't know if he's a good football coach, X's and O's, but damn it, I'm gonna run through a brick wall for this guy. And you know, when you're an awful team, that's what you need. Like the Lions,
Yeah.
the Lions are probably gonna have to move on from Dan Campbell and hire a serious. Like, if the Lions get rid of Dan Campbell this year and hire Bill Belichick, that's a team that could win a Super Bowl.
Man, I just wish Bill Belichick would like swallow his pride and be a defensive coordinator. But, you know,
No, he's. Hold up. Bill Belichick is dating a 24-year-old ex-cheerleader. He does not need to swallow any pride. He's a head coach. That's a head coach move right there. No D coordinator's doing that.
Like, if you can bring Bill Belichick on, like, as defensive coordinator, like / assistant to the head coach or something, and just leave the head coach in place, it's like.
So why can't you do that in Detroit? Like Detroit is the perfect scenario. Like the rah-rah shit wears off. You hire Bill Belichick as the head coach. Ben Johnson is your offensive coordinator. Bill Belichick's the head coach for 2 years. You win a Super Bowl.
They can't get rid of Dan Campbell. They're not going to get rid of Dan
Campbell. You said that, but what about Denver with John Fox? Like you would have said Denver can't get rid of John Fox. They fired John Fox. Gary Kubiak comes in. They win the Super Bowl. Doug Peterson.
Sorry,
that was a little. They at least had won a Super. Like that's a little different. They had won a Super Bowl. Detroit has never won anything ever in their lives.
That's fair.
But like I think of Denver, they fired John Fox, who had been to the AFC champ. They won a lot of playoff games. They just couldn't.
And they went to the Super Bowl.
They went to the Super Bowl. They get blown out by Seattle. Gary Kubiak comes in. They win the Super Bowl. It's just like sometimes you need the guy that can get you over the hump.
That's true. I drafted Mike Gesicki early, by the way, and then took Dawson Knox.
Oh, that's not really early. What is there, 1 round left? That's not that early.
No, it's not. But I felt like Knox was a nice pivot there.
Yeah, everybody forgets Dawson Knox
because we have Josh Allen. If something happens to Kincaid, then
Dawson Knox was solid. Like Dawson Knox is always solid.
But yeah, here's our team: Josh Allen, Baker Mayfield, Bijan, Saquon, DeAndre, Javonte, Tank Dell, Keenan Allen, Chris Godwin, Deontay Johnson, Romeo Dobbs, Khalil Shakir, Ricky Pearsall, Demario Douglas, Rashad Bateman, Dalton Schultz, Mike Gesicki, Dawson Knox. I like this team.
We could have done so much worse. This is a very strong team.
This is a dope team. All right, to anyone out there who wants to draft, I'm going to post this on Discord now.
We got time. I got a Chihuahua. You want me to bring out the Chihuahua?
Do you have a Chihuahua?
Well, he's a Chihuahua palm mix. I can bring him. I'll be back. I'm gonna get the dog.
Dude, we're gonna get a Chihuahua live, huh? Dude, that's got to be good luck. All right, 6 spots open. Get into the Chihuahua, ladies and gentlemen. Two spots open, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, I left. Someone told me to leave. Oh wait, it didn't. It didn't. Wait, did it take me out or not? I'm so confused. Yeah, it took me out. Oh my! I feel like I just botched this completely. All right, we should be good now. Okay, there's 6 spots. I'm not going to exit again because someone could have entered just now and gotten booted. And now we're back to 2 spots. I don't know why, but I'm nervous right now. Yeah, see, like accidentally, I kicked cats out by accident.
Look,
Oh my gosh, we have an actual Chihuahua in the house.
he's half Chihuahua, half Pomeranian. Karu, say hi. Say hi to the camera.
This is good luck.
Just
It's gonna be the best draft ever.
I know, he's a little asshole.
Let's go.
Karu, say hi.
Did
Say
any
hi.
of you guys?
Oh my
Dude,
god.
that's
He's
so happy.
I know, he sucks. He hates it up here. Oh, what's up, buddy?
Cameron, I got freaked out, dude. I just
What's up?
I exited.
All right.
I freaked myself out, bro.
You joined too quick? What's up?
I just like I don't know. I laughed because I read Cameron's yeah. I messed it up. Did anyone get in with us?
It doesn't look like it.
No. If you guys want, I'll enter another one. A separate one.
All right.
I'll do 2 at once. Dang it.
He didn't like that. We suck.
Oh my gosh, it's gonna hurt my head, but I'll do 2 at once. I've done it before. Hold on, let me make this draft pick, Cam.
2 at once. Oh my god. All right.
All right, I'm doing 2 drafts at once. Cameron, I am entering right now. Hold on, it didn't work. Okay, hold on, it's not working. It's not letting me enter a second one. All right, I'm in. I'm in the most recent one. 4 spots open, Cameron. Oh gosh, it's been a while since I've done this. Okay, there's a lot of clicking going on. All right, we're in, Cameron. And Cats is in. Let's go.
Oh,
this is what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make that the one on the screen.
all right. Even though we got the Sun God.
Well, we're gonna make the other one the one that people look at. Because we have actual subscribers. Whoa, we're big on the screen. All right, we're small again.
Don't look at us.
All right, I'm at the 1.2 in this draft.
Scary spot. We figured out we have a game plan for this spot. We're good.
I don't know.
We're gonna get CNC. I heard it. He's a great mind.
All right, yeah, then I got the Sun God in the other draft that I'll just kind of like we'll just focus on the draft with you guys.
It's like my mom's second favorite player. I hate that.
Who is?
The Sun God.
Oh.
Yeah. Obviously, we're a Viking household, but she loves the Sun God. CJ Schroeder's her favorite player currently.
Dude, at least she has favorite players.
Yeah, she plays fantasy. And thanks to me, I told her to pick up CJ Stroud last year. I was like, pick up CJ Stroud. She didn't have a quarterback. And then CJ was a god. It was like, I had Patrick Mahomes and I should have picked, I was like, I don't need a backup quarterback. I got Mahomes. Pick up CJ Stroud. He's going to be awesome. And she's like, I love CJ. CJ's the man. And we're in Texans territory. We're half Texans, half Cowboys territory. Yeah. So like CJ's everywhere.
Yeah.
CMC,
Cameron,
pick 2. We're good. Dude, CMC at 1-2. We're great.
Oh my God. I'm hype. Cameron, which team is yours? Let me know. Are you Texans fan? I don't know why. I think you're a Texans fan.
Cameron's talking mad shit. Cameron trying to hang out? Cameron, you're in Texas. Trying to hang out?
Cats, you're drafting right next to Lions Den.
He's gonna get sniped everywhere. 112. Texan
I
fan.
did. I thought I remember Cameron being a Texans fan. All right.
All right. Tell
I will.
Cameron
I will just
when he wants
draft
to
the
meet up.
second team. Then I'm going to show it to you guys later.
Cameron, when do you want to meet up? We can hang out. We can watch games together.
CJ
Talk shit.
Stroud, best QB in the NFL.
There you go.
There it is.
CJ Stroud on my D&D draft. I had him on my D&D board last year in my mock. Do not draft.
Did you really?
He got like a 6 on the cognition test. Okay, that scared the shit out of me. And Ohio State quarterbacks in general. I'm a guy who also watches a ton of college football. Ohio State quarterbacks scare the hell out of me. I knew Justin Fields sucked, but I did also know CJ Stroud was better than Justin Fields. I watched both of them in college. CJ Stroud was much better than Justin Fields in college.
Justin Fields. I still believe in Justin Fields. Don't disrespect
him. Oh,
him.
He lives in Minneapolis. Oh my God, Cameron.
That's funny.
That is so funny.
That actually is pretty funny.
Oh, he's a Texans fan in Minnesota. I'm a Vikings fan in Texas. Oh, Cameron, you're the man.
Irony.
The Vikings play the Texans week 3, I think, in Minnesota. So have fun at that. You should go to that game. Have fun.
Dude, I have so much going on my second screen.
I can't help you.
I know. I feel like Cameron is going to that game.
Yup, there you go. Attaboy, Cameron. You know the Texans have never beaten the Vikings, just FYI. I've been to every Texans game. I've been to every Vikings-Texans game in Minnesota except for 2020 during COVID. And the Vikings are 3-0 in Houston. So that's all I gotta say.
I'm drafting a crazy second team over here, boys. It's like I have like 4 tabs that I'm having to constantly monitor. Which is okay. I just got sniped though. All right, let me. Ugh. I'm no longer drafting a crazy team. I'm just in a weird spot.
You got too much going on.
No, I've done this before. It's not that bad. But the only thing that like messes me up is the tabs start to get mixed up, and it'll say like I'm on the clock, or like I'm 20 seconds away from being on the clock when I'm not. It's like referring to the wrong draft, and then I get freaked out.
Don't panic.
I'm not. I'll be okay. And the draft that I'm in with you guys is going slow.
That helps.
It does.
Unlike our mocks, the last 2 or 3 have been going blazing fast.
They have been. It's that time of year, like you know where you guys are going. Starting off with a little week 17 correlation with Ayuk and Gibbs. I like it. There's actual thought. I need to sit down and really break down the schedule.
That's too much to handle. Week 7, week 18, everybody's a division game. I can tell you that much.
I love seeing Derrick Henry going in the second. Well, actually, I don't because I want him to be available later. But
I can give you Minnesota schedule. That's about it.
Who do they
Not
play?
great.
Week 17.
At the week 17, I believe they're at the Lions or the Packers at the end of the season. The schedule is not great. Not great.
Taking Devon A-Chain.
Yeah, what? No, that's yeah, they're at the they had the Packers at home week 17.
That could be a fun game.
Hopefully. It was pretty bad last year.
Packers. I wonder if the Packers defense gonna be good this year. They're
Nope.
always just
Overrated.
they're just always like they're not great. They're not bad.
The division's also too good on offense. Like, God, the NFC North has to be the best offensive division. If Caleb Williams is any sort of good at quarterback, that's a juggernaut on offense.
Sorry, my. What do you think about Devon Achane as my RB2 here?
So my boy, what do you mean? Like, why are you going to ask me this question? He went to A&M. That's my guy. Anybody who went to A&M is my guy.
I drafted him a little early.
I don't care. He's a dog. I drafted him last year. Devon Achane won. Like, I didn't win any leagues.
I like him.
Yeah, he was awesome last year.
I like him paired with the CMC there. Like, I just feel like those two together.
Yeah, we're not going to lose. Like, we've talked about this so much. Devon Achane as your RB2 behind a super solid RB1 is just, it's a steal. Like, he's going to be good. Like, if he is healthy, you literally have a top 3 RB potential behind CMC, who we expect to be RB top 3 easily.
And I like potentially getting Raheem Mostert later on is pretty easy to do, and then you just kind of you solidify that backfield, right?
Mostert feels too old at this point. Mostert was last year's play. He ain't this year's play. I'm out on Mostert. I love Mostert. I'm out on Mostert.
But good ADP is what I'm saying. If you draft H, and then you can get, you can basically lock up that whole backfield for free.
Cam's over here memorizing week 17, showing off.
It's important for best ball. Oh God,
Cam, why don't you focus on the Texans over here? You just focus on Houston. Hit me up when you come to Texas, Cam. We can go to a Texans game. I'll go root against you, just for shits and gigs.
Dude, I'm drafting a wild team. My second team. I'm so excited to show this.
Team not on. We had the Sun God, so it's not that wild.
Dude, he fits nicely on this team.
We got Goff at quarterback already.
No. You'll see. It's a nice little squad.
Cats 1.7 blows. See, Cats, I disagree. I had an unbelievable 1.7 team last weekend. I had an unbelievable 1.7 team.
Kyron's starting to fall back a little bit in drafts.
Yeah, people don't like, because people are, they watched our video, or they listen to us, Blake Corum.
Well, he's popped up injured already, and that's scaring people.
Oh my God, shut the hell up. It's OTAs. Nobody cares. Talk to me in 2 months in July. Talk to me in literally a month and a half.
That's what I'm saying. Literally in August, because you're always going to have veteran running backs, veteran wide receivers.
Nobody cares.
Pop up this time of year.
Yeah, guess what? A lot of people didn't practice during OTAs.
What is going on with Aaron Rodgers, dude?
Dude. I got a lot of flack for saying Aaron Rodgers doesn't care about football anymore from people.
I think he might not. I think he might be right.
To beat everybody, the Jets are my second favorite AFC team because my entire family outside of me and my dad are Jets fans on my dad's side. They are all, my cousin has season tickets to the Jets. We are Jet fans when it comes down to it, besides the Vikings. And really? Aaron Rodgers does not give a shit about football. It's such a bad, show up, bro. I do not care. Show up.
I didn't know you had Jets blood in you, dude.
Oh, you didn't know that? All right. I'll be back.
Uh-oh. All right. I just got sniped on my second draft. I'm starting to confuse my teams. Heavy wide receiver run in the draft with you guys in the past 2 rounds. Kind of light elsewhere. We got Kyron, Laporta, and 2 quarterbacks. Cat snipes me here.
All right, my first one, DeBrickashaw Ferguson.
Beautiful.
Old school Jet jersey. Classic. I went to a Jets game. I had the flu. I had 103 fever, but my dad and my uncles and cousins made me go to the game still against the Bears, and I went, and it was 47 degrees outside. I thought I was gonna die, but so is youth, and then Brandon. Oh no, that's Joe Burrow. Oh, my other black
I was like,
jersey.
yeah, that's a Bengals jersey.
Hold on.
Sorry, guys. I'm drafting 2 teams at once.
I got too many black jerseys over here. I got black Brandon Mann, A&M punter. He was the punter for the Jets, but the Jets suck and they cut him. But
That's not Zach Wilson.
no, God, no. I need a. Oh, then I really wanted a Sauce Gardner jersey because I love Sauce was my number one corner
Yeah.
coming out 2 years ago now. Yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
you
We
need
got
like
Jets blood over
the
here.
all black. Do they make the all black ones?
I don't know. I like their new hats. I gotta buy a Jets hat. I like the new hats with the old school logo.
Those are nice.
I also have I have a Jets football signed by the 1992 New York Jets. My family we got Jets blood, but I got stuck with this purple
92.
team over here.
Who was on the Jets in 92?
Vinny Testaverde maybe is the best player. I don't Vinny Testaverde.
Nice.
Maybe. I don't even know. It's not a great team. But yeah, Jets. We got Jets blood over here. Unfortunately, I literally like the Vikings and the Jets are the 2 worst teams to root for. Possibly, you could have picked.
Ooh, my drafts are like so intense right now. I'm kind of trying to switch up these drafts a little bit, but I might just draft. I feel like I need to go wide receiver in the draft with you guys. I kind of want to pick Rashad White. There goes Anthony Richardson a little bit early. I'm gonna go Dalton Kincaid.
I don't see it. Anthony Richardson. I don't see it.
I like A Rich still, but I just don't like him at his ADP in fantasy.
Everyone is putting weight. Like he played 2.5 games last year, and people are acting like, yeah, he looked great. I was like, yeah, he looked really good for 2.5 games. That's not good enough in this league. You gotta play 16 at minimum.
Dang, dude, I just got sniped.
Which one in the last one? Yeah, the other one.
The other one.
Well,
People are start coming for me.
You should have talked about it.
I know. People, I was like only drafting Chiefs players, and people like purposely took Xavier Worthy and Rashee Rice from me. So, but I still got Mahomes, Pacheco, and Hollywood. So, oh well. All right, in the draft with you guys, I'm kind of switching it up here. C-Mac, A-Chain, Devonta Smith, Hollywood, and Dalton Kincaid. My other team is Amon-Ra, Saquon Barkley, Isaiah Pacheco, Hollywood, Mahomes, Joe Mixon, and Christian Watson.
Dude, Amon-Ra and Saquon. Oh my God. That's an awesome combo at the top 2.
And then I reached on Pacheco. Henry got selected the 3-4, and I had the 3-5. I wanted Henry really badly.
We can live with Pacheco though. We can, dude.
Xavier Worthy got drafted like 6 spots early. Then I got sniped on Rashee Rice. I was going to take him at the 7-5. He went at the 7-4. So I'm telling you, they were out to get me, dude.
That's fine. We don't need Rashee Rice is getting suspended for the year. We don't need him.
Yeah, but I would have liked to go in there. It's okay. Kat says in this draft he got sniped on T. 60 teams is my first share of Tank Dell. It was meant to be. It was meant to be. I am starting to grow on Joe Mixon in the 5th. Although I just got him at the 6.8 in the other draft I'm in, but
yeah.
Cameron being at the turn, you got to kind of reach. Cameron's got Gibbs, Ayuk, Dell, Allen, Mixon. About to make a pick here. Kat says Garrett Wilson, JT, Kyron, Christian Kirk, Calvin Ridley. Cameron gets Jaden Reed. I like that value there too. I don't really have a strategy in this draft. C-Mac, A-Chain, Smith, Hollywood, Kincaid. I like that start though. We're drafting, boys. We're doing it. I'm not gonna. I kind of want to put both the drafts up, but I'm not going to. There's like,
Oh,
there's a lot going on that you guys aren't seeing right now.
I'm impressed. Just focus on the drafts. I'll entertain everybody.
It is hurting my head.
That's why I'm here.
3 picks away in one draft, 5 picks away in the other draft. Then sometimes those picks go really slow, and then sometimes they go really fast, and the drafts start to like correlate, and you're like, who do I pick?
Tell me why Caleb Williams is going to be a bust.
I feel like Caleb Williams is so set up for success.
Have you seen the photos he has been taking in the offseason?
I've seen some of them.
They're not great. I don't love them. Like, I mean, he wears nail polish. I'm not about that. I want my quarterback to be a hard-nosed football player.
But does it matter if he ends up
Yes,
producing?
it matters. It's Chicago. It's a blue-collar city. It matters. The weather is terrible. You need to be a hard-nosed football player. Patrick Mahomes, football guy. Joe Burrow, football guy. Caleb Williams, he's about nail polish. Oh, I know.
How old is Caleb Williams?
Like 23. He's a little older too than you would expect.
I think it's gonna come down to the offensive line.
Whatchamacallit? Drake May and JJ McCarthy were the babies in this draft.
Dang, I just got
Caleb will be 23 in November. So he's younger. He's on the younger side, but he's not youngish.
Oh my gosh, so many things happening in my draft. So I'm freaking out.
Well, Chicago's never had a good quarterback. I also take that into consideration.
Oh, this draft just got a lot uglier. Ew.
I like Deontay too.
I guess I'm drafting Rashid Shaheed. Jeez. Imagine getting carded up for 400 yards by MF with peak nails. Straight demoralizing.
Yeah, that's why it's never going to happen.
Oh no, I missed my pick. I got Keon Coleman. I totally would have taken Christian Watson.
What are you doing?
I failed the double draft.
Imagine getting hit by a 300-pound lineman when you have pink nails and he just insults you for having pink nails. That's what's going to happen.
Dude, I'm so mad I drafted Keon Coleman by accident. That's my first Keon Coleman share.
I was off of Keon Coleman, all his interviews and shit. I'm in on Keon Coleman. He feels like he's got that dog in him.
I mean, we have Dalton Kincaid, so I guess it matches.
Cameron, I'll take that bet. How much you want to bet? I will bet $100,000 right now. The Bears are not that good. They're not that good.
I really like Christian Watson and Rashee Rice, and I have Keon Coleman.
I heard Jackson. What about JSN? I heard JSN's going to be the dude in Seattle this year.
I like JSN in this range too.
I heard JSN is going to be the dude, but Cameron over here saying the Bears are getting the Super Bowl in 2 years. I will take that bet. I will bet everything on that. There's no shot.
Who do you think are the actual teams outside of the Chiefs and Niners
that can get to the Super Bowl?
Yeah, the next 2 to 3 years.
I think the Lions can get there this year.
Because we have to start seeing some. There's got to be like a year. It can't just be the Chiefs, right?
It definitely can. We saw the Patriots go to 10 straight AFC Championship games. It can definitely just be the Chiefs. The Bengals, obviously. Maybe the Ravens could get over the hump if they keep playing in those games. They can figure out how to win those games. The Ravens,
for sure.
Houston, if CJ Stroud ascends and DeMeco Ryans is that good as a coordinator, I think they have a high potential to possibly get to the Super Bowl. The NFC is kind of wide open. I'm 50-50 on Jordan Love because Jordan Love's tape was, it's hard to not watch the first half of last year with Jordan Love because he was awful and he was really good. He was mediocre. I kept calling it. I do want to take credit that Jordan Love, I kept calling Jordan Love is not great, and he made that terrible interception against San Francisco because he has a lot of, I'm going to drop back, throw off my back foot. He's not Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers is like the only guy that can do that. He's not Aaron Rodgers, and he's trying to be Aaron Rodgers. You can't do that. So
I do remember you calling that.
yeah,
You were low on him.
I was low on Jordan Love, and he showed his true colors in that game. So other teams in the NFC, I kind of like the Rams. Maybe one more go from the Rams. They could be kind of that team.
I like that call, actually.
It's tough. It's really hard. Like, I don't think anybody's really set up good for long-term success in the NFC. AFC, a lot different. Nobody has a great quarterback yet that we know of. Like,
yeah, a lot of people like the Texans.
Yeah, I would put the Texans as
how
that
good
team.
was the Texans defense actually last year?
It was okay. It got better down the stretch. Like, if DeMeco Ryans is legit that kind of guy as head coach, their defense is going to be good. And if the defense is good, then. But they lost a lot of pieces. They lost some good pieces. They added good pieces. They added Danielle Hunter. But they lost Blake Cashman, their linebacker. They lost Greenyard, their other pass rusher. So it'll be interesting to see. But I think DeMeco Ryans is a good head coach. DeMeco Ryans was a great player.
I agree with that.
The NFC is kind of wide open. I don't feel good about, if I had to pick any NFC team long-term success, I don't feel good about any of them. None. 5 years from now, you could tell me that the Panthers are the best team in 5 years, and I would be like, okay. The Commanders.
I was about to say, who's your complete dark horse team? Not to win the Super Bowl, but just
playoffs. I'm not. You're ruining my content, John. You're ruining my content. I would say I like the Commanders as kind of a sneaky good team this year. I think they're good enough to maybe make a wild card. Again, if you're really out on the Vikings, I think the Vikings can win 10 games this year with Sam Darnold. I think the defense is going to be really good. I think it's going to be a top 10 defense. And if the offense is 15 and the defense is top 10, that's good enough to win 10 games. Tampa Bay, I think everyone's out. Everyone's all in on Atlanta. I think Tampa
Bay too.
Like, let's doubt Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield is awesome when you doubt him. I hate Baker Mayfield. I will never like Baker Mayfield. He's from Austin. I know everything about Baker Mayfield. He's not good when you believe in him. But if you doubt Baker Mayfield is that dude. So, Tampa, I mean, I don't know if Dave Canales can coach in Carolina. I like Bryce Young a lot, but feels weak. Seattle, they're in a full rebuild. It feels like Arizona, maybe.
That's the team I'm kind of thinking of as a sleeper team this year too.
Everyone loves their over. I think their win total is 5.5 in Vegas, so everyone loves that over.
I like that over, actually, for sure.
Kyler Murray's kind of scary. The defense really wasn't that good.
No,
I don't know if they didn't add anything to the defense. They kept Budda Baker, which I like. Budda Baker is a dog.
He's a beast. Yeah.
God, I loved him when he was coming out. I really wanted to draft Budda Baker when he was coming out. But yeah, I mean, the defense looked better than it was in Philly, because that was the kind of the whole thing. Like, Philly's defense, we saw them fade against Kansas City in particular 2 years ago, and it was like, okay, and they kind of changed up what they were doing in Arizona. I don't know. The NFC is as wide open as it's ever been in my entire life. 5 years from now, I cannot tell you who the top 3 teams in the NFC are going to be, because I don't think anybody has a confirmed good future. Like, potentially it's the Bears, potentially it's the Vikings, potentially it's the Commanders. Teams with rookie quarterbacks that could hit. But everybody else, Jalen Hurts, maybe. Jared Goff, no.
The Eagles are just tough because they went from being unstoppable to being just a team that completely faded out. And so many people worry about Jason Kelsey retiring.
That hurts.
Offensive line is different, but Barkley's there now. But the big thing and they addressed this in the draft, but the defense, the secondary was just so bad last year.
It was bad, and the D line got kind of worn out early.
Yeah, but that team's built to not get worn out. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
they did anyways.
Well,
So
maybe some people say it's because like they had a lot of young guys like Jordan Davis and Jalen Carter, like
sure.
2 years rookie in the league. It kind of takes 3-4 years before those college guys get into that stamina strength because the college season just isn't as long. But
Fair.
yeah, I mean, Quinion Mitchell was by far my number one corner, and Cooper DeJean was also my third corner. So they
Yeah.
got the first and third corner in the draft on my board. So Philadelphia, that's a massive upgrade instantly.
Yeah, it's just ridiculous, dude. They just always seem to walk out of the draft like just so loaded.
Yes, Howie. But to be fair, Howie did have the biggest draft screw up in modern era. Like he drafted Jalen Reagor over Justin Jefferson. Like people forget
That's
that.
fair. That's
That's
fair.
a really big screw up.
Really big to say the least.
Like imagine they don't trade. Obviously, they don't trade for AJ Brown if they draft Justin Jefferson. But imagine
That's true.
Devonta Smith, and they maybe don't even draft Devonta Smith in that draft because they
Yeah,
have Justin Jefferson.
it's true.
So
It works
it's hard.
out.
It's hard to do those.
Yeah,
Go back and look at it, but nobody has a ring of either of those teams in that time frame. So
sure. Indy is built really nice if AR is really that guy. How good was the Colts defense? Was solid.
they're bad. The Colts defense is bad. They have a good pass rush. They have horrible like their linebackers and their secondary is bad.
Secondary really faded off last year.
Bad.
But we've also seen like sometimes bad defenses like can get you by still somehow.
I'm worried about their offensive line, honestly. Their O-line is getting a little long in the tooth. Like Quentin Nelson is not that dude anymore in Indy.
But I do feel like also like these mediocre defenses just won't last against some of the firepower that's out there offensively these days.
It's hard. I do not envy anybody who is on defense and who is coaching defense these days. That's for sure. I don't trust Anthony Richardson. I was not an Anthony Richardson guy. I watched him in college. He was kind of a bozo in college. It's like he's a one-trick pony. Yeah, he's an awesome runner. He does not throw the football super accurately. Now, he looked good in 4 games, but nobody had film on him. It's one of those things.
Sorry, I got like I don't know why. Like, why do my draft picks have to all happen at the same time?
I mean, we see it with everybody. Just for those out there, like Jake Browning. Jake Browning looked awesome for 3.5 games last year, and then it was like it fell off a cliff because everybody had film. We know what his tendencies were, and you're just going to take away his tendencies.
Josh Dobbs.
I saw Dobbs was never that talented of a quarterback. Like there's a difference. There's a reason he was a backup, and it was kind of like everybody didn't give a shit when they played the Cardinals when he was in Arizona. So it was like, okay, he can do whatever. But yeah, it was weird. I mean, I called the Dobbs downfall, so I was not surprised. I did not give a shit.
He did. Yeah, when you define expectations, it's like not as.
I wish we'd have lost those games. We could have, but the draft worked out for the Vikings, so I really can't say that. We got the number 1 pass rusher and JJ McCarthy without giving up anything really. So I can't say that.
I just drafted Austin Eckler.
Don't do that. We said don't do that.
Kind of fits this team. McCaffrey, A-Chain, Edwards.
Before. I'm off Eckler. He used to be my guy. He broke my heart last year.
Brian Robinson's gone, so
I'm not. You don't have to.
All right. Okay. I'm back to where I can talk for a second. If Sam Darnold leads the Vikings to top 10 offense, I will legally change my name to Sam.
I said 15. I said top 10 defense, top 15 offense for the Vikings.
Fair. AR's rookie tape is actually pretty solid. Super fast processor and pocket presence. What teams did he play again?
But the problem is it's 4 games. Nobody in the NFL had tape on him. That's the thing. Like I don't.
It's really closer to. It's really closer to 3 games because
it was 2.5 kind of. He went out in 2 of those 4. He started 4 games and he went out in 2 of them.
Jacksonville, Houston, Rams. Rams was impressive. I mean, their defense was actually pretty solid as the season. Their secondary was still weak, but front 7 played well last year. Then Tennessee, who's kind of the same deal. Front 7 is okay.
And that Colts game wasn't as good as you think it is. They were getting beat that whole game. and he had a nice finish to that game.
Would have been interesting to see him play week 3 against Baltimore for sure, though.
I think he went out in that game. He went out in that game. That was the rain game. Minshew won that game in the rain.
Minshew had some like just really random, just like
Gardner Minshew is good. He's been good forever. He's like probably
Yeah.
the best backup in the NFL.
he's getting paid a lot too.
14 million is not too bad for a guy who's going to start in Vegas. Probably.
Sure.
AR's rookies. Like I can't look at 4 games. I just look at his college tape. It's bad. I need 10. If AR did that over 10 games, I would agree with everybody.
Nobody had tape on Bryce Young. He looked like a newborn on psychedelics.
To be fair, that's kind of a bit on Frank Reich. He was a terrible. Like Bryce Young looked really good the last 4 weeks. Well, I think it was week 16 they played the Packers last. They beat the shit out of the Packers last year. They lost that game at the very end. They should have won that game. He looked very good against the Packers team who was peaking on defense and peaking on offense.
This is true.
If Dave Canales can do to Bryce Young what he did to Baker Mayfield this year, that's a big sign. I.e., also the same case, Sam Darnold. Like Sam Darnold beat out Baker Mayfield in Carolina, and then it's like KOC as he is, So it's kind of one of those things. Yeah, Bryce Young. I still believe in Bryce Young. He's very small. He's very undersized. He was in a bad situation last year. A bad situation.
Offensive line is awful too.
It's like, well, that's always been a debate. Like, do you put weapons around your rookie quarterback or do you put an O-line? It's like you put an offensive line is gotta be what you put around a rookie quarterback.
I mean, what did they really do to address the O-line this offseason? Because
they signed a couple guys. They
drafted
improved.
What, wide receiver, running back, tight end?
Yes, which I love.
I like all the guys they drafted, except I'm not crazy about Xavier Leggett, but I like
Jatavion Sanders is the tight end.
But I love Deontay Johnson with Thielen, and then Xavier Leggett can kind of fall in.
Xavier Leggett's also the third receiver. It can be the slot receiver.
Sure.
So.
This is true.
It's hard. It's not an exact science, guy. If it was an exact science, we'd have a lot better teams out there, and a lot of guys wouldn't be getting paid millions of dollars to get fired. That's what happens in the NFL. It's really hard.
We should be coaches. That's all I know. Fantasy Dog, good to see you, bro.
Well, that's my group chat always has that joke. It's like whenever a team comes up on sales, like anybody got extra $4 million lying around, we could buy this team to take over.
Oh, I have no idea who I want to. I like this team I'm drafting with you guys. It's just like solid. I think this is a weird pick. All right, I'm gonna take Hawkinson as my tight end 2 behind Kincaid. And I'm going to draft the best available wide receiver. I've been in such a zone.
It's good. I've been talking a lot, so I'm glad you've been locked in.
No, I've been in both zones though. It's been crazy. Young was good the last 4 games. Didn't know that.
Yeah, Young was solid.
He did look better though. Yeah, for sure.
You can't say good. Good is a relative term, but he looked competent. It was a really tough stretch for him down to start the season.
Oh, I need a wide receiver over here.
You went with the Hawk. Oh my god.
I'll just go Ricky Pearsall. Ricky Pearsall or Jermaine Burton. Give me Pearsall.
We got a lot of Pearsall shares over here.
I know. I like him a lot.
There's a lot of worse guys you could have went with.
I just can't believe I ended up with Keon Coleman on this team by accident.
Hey, life's good at accidents are good, happy surprises.
This is true. Because the team I'm drafting with you guys, I mean, Prescott, C-Mac, A-Chain, Gus, Austin Eckler, Devonta Smith, Hollywood, Deontay, Dobbs, Pearsall, Kincaid, Hawkinson. Like, I really like this team if Keon Coleman is Christian Watson or Rashee Rice.
Keon Coleman could be even better than that, too.
That's true.
He could be like a straight red zone target.
That's true. Do you think Hawk will actually go late rounds because of injury? It just really depends. Like come August, like what the injury, like timeline is at that point.
Look at me as the Viking insider. He's not playing before week 9. Like,
you really think
he's not playing? But I would be really surprised. Depending on how the season goes, he may not play. Maybe the last 4 weeks.
Yeah, I just drafted him both these drafts on men.
Yeah, I'm just telling. It just he's not going to play. He's healthy. They're
When
going
did he
to
get
protect.
hurt again?
He got hurt week 17.
Jeez. Okay, that's not good actually. Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah, he got taken out by a cheap shot that literally the same guy took out the Rams tight end, Higbee, the week after.
Yeah, was it the Broncos player?
No, it's the Lions. The Lions
Oh, that's
safety.
right.
Yeah, it was the
That's
Lions. We played the Lions. He took out Hawk in week 15. He took out Hawk in week 16 and then took out the Rams guy in the first round of the playoffs. So he took out 2 tight ends on the exact same play, a tight end seam over the middle, and he came
Yeah, that's right.
cracking down, and he just straight knee shot both guys.
That's right.
It's dirty. Just a dirty play. So Hawk went out week 16, I think, the first Lions game.
Who's the player on the Broncos that's always killing people?
Oh, he got cut from the Broncos. He got cut from the Broncos. He hit Hawkinson too. He got suspended for 8 games or suspended for 4 games. Came back and then hit Hawkinson in the head and got thrown out of that game after that.
That's right.
Yeah, it was Kareem Jackson.
What do you guys think of Chubb? What round? Chubb's hard to read. Some people want to reach for Nick Chubb, but I think the guy to draft right now is Jerome Ford.
So the Chubb injury wasn't as bad as it looked because it looked disaster, like awful. I think it was just an ACL and an MCL on Chubb. It wasn't a dislocation or anything like that. But still, that's like a year plus injury.
Yeah, I'd much rather draft
next year Chubb will be back to being Chubb. I think this year is kind of like if Chubb is your 4th running back, your 5th running back, I think that's a good value just to try. Because like best case scenario, Chubb is Breece Hall last year. Like Breece Hall took a little bit, but he was a starting running back last year.
Yeah. In terms of what round, we kind of see him float. So it just really depends. Like best ball wise, I'll take some shots on him. He's going the 11th round, but Jerome Ford's also going the 11th round. Jerome Ford was like super solid last year when he played. So I feel better about drafting Jerome Ford overall. In PPR drafts, we're seeing Nick Chubb go anywhere from like the 8th to the 12th round. Like it just really depends on who you're drafting with. All right, I'm almost done with my second draft. I'm actually excited to show you guys that team. Sorry, I'm showing all the wrong. I'm screwing up everything for you guys. My bad. It's late. I'm drafting 2 teams at once. We're talking about Nick Chubb. It's a lot going on. It's a lot going on. Cats, Cameron, how do you guys feel about your guys' teams?
Cats was getting sniped left and right. I know that.
Gosh, I'm on the clock. I'm 1 pick away in both drafts.
Stressful.
I'm taking the Stafford in the draft with you guys.
Chap Hadford?
Yeah, baby. My other draft, I'm just on the clock. And I just took Damian Pierce. My final pick. There's like nobody. Like that was like a pretty. Dang,
Damian
wait.
Pierce is a name.
Oh wait, what pick am I at? Okay. Oh dude, I thought Demarcus Robinson. Oh wait, that's who I got. Okay, I missed my pick. It gave me the auto pick. Okay, good. That's who
That's
I
fine.
wanted.
Demarcus Robinson is a good pick.
No, that's who I wanted with Stafford. I was super confused because Randall Robinson got picked before, and I thought I don't know. I was super confused right there. Once
BRB.
again, way too many things going on. Is Ayuk going to be a risky pick because of his contract chance of sitting out? I mean, potentially him and Higgins both in that kind of train where like things are a little bit shaky, it feels like. Um, but I think my opinion right now is that Ayuk is going to be more than likely with the team next year. But then it's like as the season goes on, how do things look, right? Is he going to potentially sit out in terms of trying to get that contract with a different team the following year? But I'm not too worried about his situation. I'm really not worried about him and Higgins. We'll see as the offseason goes on. I think we can get a better understanding, but I'm not too worried about them. Cameron, half falling asleep here. Wish I would have taken Algier over Corley, but other than that, love it. Let's go. Cass, my team sucks. My brain is fried after 12-hour shift. I'm in 2 drafts at once. Hey, at least I'm not the only one. Albert was good, bro. Good to see you. Yeah, let me show you guys the other team I just drafted. All right, let's see. Okay, so we ended up with Mahomes and Bryce Young. I just really went like after I got Mahomes, I just didn't look at quarterback the whole draft. So I'll take it. Barkley, Pacheco, Mixon, Gus the Bus, Damon Pierce, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Hollywood, Christian Watson, Cortland Sutton, Rashid Shaheed, Brandon Cooks, Demario Douglas, Demarcus Robinson, then TJ Hawkinson, Cole Kmet, and Jatavion Sanders. So I like this team actually. It's we got some Chiefs correlation here. Mahomes, Pacheco, Hollywood. Like I said, I like got sniped on Xavier Worthy and Rashid Rice in this draft. And I just went for a late round stack with Bryce Young and Jatavion Sanders. Barkley, Pacheco, Mixon. I like the kind of 3 running backs there. Then I feel like Gus Edwards was a good RB4. And then Damian Pierce, just a last minute handcuff. Then we just went for like pure upside at wide receiver because kind of a light wide receiver team. Like we got Amon-Ra early, and Hollywood is our next wide receiver, but Christian Watson, Cortland Sutton, Shaheed Cooks, Demario Douglas, Demarcus Robinson. I like what we did at tight end too. Hawkinson, Komet, and Jatavion Sanders. So that's the excuse me, the other team I threw together while drafting. We're big. This team with you guys, which I also like so far. Dak Prescott, Matthew Stafford, Chris McCaffrey, Devon Achane, Gus Edwards, Austin Eckler, Devonta Smith, Hollywood, Deontay, Keon Coleman, which is really supposed to be Christian Watson or Rasheed Rice, but I accidentally screwed that up. Romeo Dobbs,
Sorry.
Ricky
My
Pearsall.
was going crazy. I had to get a brisket on.
You're good, bro. Demarcus Robinson, Dalton Kincaid, TJ Hawkinson.
Uh-oh.
So
No, my sound.
we're drafting teams over here. Almost done. 3 more picks in this draft. Hoping Demario Douglas lands to us. He will probably get picked because I just said that. Really, these last 3 picks don't matter a ton to me. There's just no running backs at this point in the draft that I want in any way whatsoever. I kind of like Donta Foreman, going back to the Nick Chubb discussion. because I feel like Nick Chubb could end up not playing, then Donta Foreman's the RB2 and gets some touches sometimes. But like that's it. It's just disgusting out here. The players I'm drafting the most in this range are like Chicken Conquo, Donta Foreman, Odell Beckham, Mike Gesicki. Like throwing on a last tight end 3, tight end 2. Bryce Young in this range I actually like. I just don't want another quarterback on this team. Last 3 picks don't matter. I mean, they do and they don't, right? There goes Chig. See, I also get sniped on Chig a lot.
Back. Nice. Sorry. Oh, way to go put a brisket on. I had about 1,000 alarms going off.
Foreman, Chark, OBJ. I do like OBJ a lot, and I actually don't mind DJ Chark in this range too.
OBJ's alive? Question mark?
Puka and Kyron are both last 3 picks. Yeah, I think it's important like to look at it as like you want to take some like variation here in guys that are like I don't know, like kind of fun picks at times, for lack of a better term, but also like that's why they do matter because they can end up being like a Puka or a Kyron. So they do, but you also don't want to overthink these last couple picks.
Overthink it. That's my advice. Just ruin your life over the last 3 picks.
So for me, the other name I like is Jatavion Sanders in this range.
Also, Donta Foreman is still in the NFL? What?
Yeah, I drafted him. Drafted him.
Good for him. Good for Donta Foreman.
Slayton and A.T. Perry. Yeah, like you just have to have guys that you like at this range.
Sam Darnold, greatest quarterback ever.
Josh Reynolds.
Josh Reynolds, another Aggie dog.
Kadarius Toney. You know who I do?
No, do not ever draft Kadarius Toney. He's no, stop. Never.
I kind of like KJ Osborne. He's someone you can like get every draft as your last pick.
Is he gonna be the premier guy in New England?
He can be like. There's
is he gonna catch the football?
He might. He might not.
All I know. Roll the tape back for me destroying KJ Osborne and Alexander Madison every week last week, and both of them got cut for a reason.
Sky Moore.
Ooh, he's a lot. He still plays for the Chiefs.
I'm really scrolling down here. Dude, John Ross is in the NFL still. He's on Philly.
No, he's a free agent. There's nobody. He's on a practice squad.
He signed with the Eagles 23 days ago.
That's not a real sign. That's not. he's not on the 53. There's no way.
Jake Bobo, he was a thing. Dude, Tim Patrick. You can draft Robert Woods. No one's drafting Robert Woods.
What about the who's the backup tight end in Baltimore who played last year?
No, he gets drafted.
Yeah,
we're like way down. Isaiah Hodgins was a player I drafted a lot of last year for the Giants.
Yeah.
Allen Robinson also on the Giants and Isaiah McKenzie.
Allen Robinson's still in the NFL. Good for him also. Congrats, bro. You got super paid in LA and were a mega bust.
Malik Washington, Jalen McMillan are my late round sleepers with upside. I like
Jalen McMillan. Yeah, I like him a lot.
What Kansas City wide receiver is a 10 for 189 game? Caught a 54-yarder.
Probably McCole.
Kadarius Toney.
No, there's no shot Toney caught a 54-yard in the playoffs this year. McCole, it's got to be McCole.
Yeah, which year was that?
Yeah, it's got to be McCole.
Oh, Richie James. Okay.
Cool. Nice, another guy.
Yeah, what happened to him?
Yeah, but Richie James was never that guy. Like everybody, like Richie James.
No, Daniel
Hey,
Jones just had this one season where he made like
no, he
3.
played the Vikings. He played the Vikings twice. That's all his season was.
Cameron likes Keaton Mitchell. I don't dislike him in this range either.
I definitely don't hate Keaton Mitchell.
We're not out here drafting Richie James. Dude, but people this time last year were, because he was on the Chiefs, definitely drafting him. I'm drafting Odell Beckham here.
OBJ.
I do still wish these drafts were 20 rounds, but I get why they're not.
I'm pretty sure OBJ is on a boat right now drinking.
Dude, I love him as my last wide receiver because he's gonna have.
He's
I
no,
guarantee he's
he's
gonna have 3 weeks this year where he scores touchdown. I'm calling it
OBJ
now.
is on a boat drinking Don Julio with
I
some
don't blame him. Do
Brazil.
you blame him?
No, but he's on a boat every week drinking Don Julio with some Brazilian women every
I'm telling
week.
you.
He's not playing football.
I'm telling you, 3 games where he's gonna pay off in best ball.
What, you think he's Gabe Davis over here?
Yes.
Jesus.
For sure. Okay, let's quickly take a look at what just happened. What do you think of my squad went for week 17 correlation? Garrett Wilson, JT, Kyron. Actually, let me pull it up like this. Sorry, cats. All right, T-Law, Levis.
He took Trevor. Yes.
Yes, you did. We love it, cats. We love it.
Yes, cats.
That's why you took Kirk when you took him. Okay. JT, Kyron, Charbonnet,
I like that.
Chandler, Wilson, Kirk, Ridley, Brian Thomas. So you went on the stack. Sutton, Wicks, Wilson, Boyd, Fergie, Musgrave, Jelani Woods. I'm fine with it. I don't know week 17 off the top of my head, to be honest with you. So if you feel like the correlation's good, I'm good with it. I mean, I'm probably not drafting Jelani Woods, but who cares? It's pick 210. If you believe in Calvin Ridley this year, you like Brian Thomas, then wide receivers look solid where you drafted everyone. I'm okay with 4 running backs. I'm fine with Charbs, fine with Ty Chandler, where you got them. I actually don't mind Will Levis as ADP, and Rodgers went pretty late in this draft, so I don't mind him as a QB3. So, yeah, team looks fine to me. How do you feel about it? I know you weren't happy early on, so. Cameron, we got Allen and Purdy. Nice. Gibbs, Mixon, Najee, Jalen Warren, Roshan. Good enough. Ayuk, Dell, Reed, Shaheed, Thielen, Malachi Corley, Torrey Franklin, Marvin Mims, Schultz, Fryermuth, Jawan Johnson. So no Buffalo outside of Allen. Ayuk, Purdy. Nice. How do you feel about it? He locked up Pittsburgh's running backs behind Gibbs and Mixon. Quarterbacks look good. Wide receivers are fine, but it'll be interesting. Like, you got to start 3, then one's probably going to be in the flex. So once you get past Shaheed, I think it gets a little shaky. I like Schultz, Fryermuth and Jawan Johnson, good values. I ended up with Prescott and Stafford, C-Mac, A-Chain, Gus, Eckler, Foreman, Devonta Smith, Hollywood, Deontay, Keon Coleman, Dobbs, Pearsall, Demarcus Robinson, Demario Douglas, a lot of wide receivers, Odell Beckham, Kincaid, and Hawkinson. So need Hawkinson to play earlier than Pete says he's going to play, but
He's not. It's not. I hate to break everybody's heart.
Jacksonville plays Titans week 17. That's why I took Ridley and Boyd. Nice. Oh, Aaron Rodgers, Wilson stack. My bad. I missed that. Yeah, I like those actually. I like Boyd where he's going to. Honestly, with the Pittsburgh dual running back, my flex will most likely be a running back. That's probably true, actually. Good call. That's fair. One of Franklin or Corley has to hit. I'll be set. Fair. All right, guys. Long stream tonight, almost 2 hours. It's late. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. So I'm just agreeing with everything you guys say. But thank you guys for hanging out. Thank you guys for drafting with me and Pete. Pete, thanks for the commentary. And we'll get out of here. A couple good teams for you guys tonight. 3 teams went for upside tonight. And we did it. So Pete, I'll let you say bye, and we'll leave. We'll leave everyone
All right.
alone.
I appreciate everybody stopping by late night Saturday night. Make sure to check out the shorts. We got a short dropping tomorrow morning. Yeah. Watch John be confused and baffled by my awful blind ranking list. So yeah, always appreciate everybody in the Catch fam. Love you guys so much.
Love you guys, man. Loves community. I'm going to bed. With that, I'll say thank you guys so much for watching and or listening. And remember, you saw it here on the Catch. And peace.